Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
We're right there.
One.
Yeah, just turn it down. Just turn it. We're live. We're officially live.
Hey.
Not all the way. Yeah, I think we're fine.
So it's close. It's close up.
Oh,
Sunday,
I never checked
Chris.
the audio.
Close
levels.
up Sunday, Chris.
Where's our audio
Close up
levels are
Sunday.
good. All right,
Yeah,
close up Sunday.
Here we go. Close up Sunday. Here we are live.
Close up Sunday.
Whoa!
Hello.
Look at that.
My wife actually told me I needed to clip my nose hairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Larry.
But we should do it online.
No.
You have your nose clipper here?
No, I don't have my nose clip. Okay, so let's get to our first segment. That's going to be a
Good morning.
recurring ritual. Wait. Recurring ritual. Okay, we'll say the introductions first. Jimmy Dalpiaz is with us.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Chris McCarthy's with us.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Jim Capillo on camera.
Good
The
morning,
hands. We'll give him the,
Gloucester. There we go.
Oh,
the hands. There's the hands. And
I didn't
actually,
have wrinkles when I moved to Gloucester. Now I have a lot of wrinkles. I
Yeah.
got bags.
red eyes.
Red eyes.
You get-
A Bonza.
your skin is got a yellowish
leather.
tint
It's
from
good.
the. What do they call it?
Oh, shit. Jim Capello, what are you doing?
What's that yellow
Oh, my
tint? What do they
God.
call that? Jaundice? When your liver starts giving out.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So the feature that we've been doing for the last couple of weeks is everybody writes down when they think that Scotty Mapp will show up, and whoever's closest gets to win the booby prize. So I'm going to go first. I predicted I'll never get that to focus while I'm that close. It says no show. I said no show.
I wrote 8:55.
If you're out.
I'm out.
And I wrote no show 2 weeks in a row.
No, oh, well, that's more accurate
Well,
than mine.
I'm 12.
9-12.
Whoa, you're
That
still
could
on
be
the
a good one.
clock. You're still on the clock.
That could be a good one.
That's right. All right. Well, I wanted to mention that we have the Good Morning Gloucester America koozies are being produced by your son, Brendan.
Here, B.
I don't hear the B.
Oh, the koozies. Yeah. Koozies.
Yeah,
They look very nice.
I know. I should have brought one in. I had one in the car.
They're done?
No, they're not. Not the new ones, the ones from last year, but they're red, white, and blue colored. I think I can grab the...
Be careful, Jimmy.
Grab a koozie. I know he's grabbing a koozie.
Ed, good morning, Ed College. How
This
are you,
is
pal?
not my koozie. You grab.
No, but they're...
Brenda Grimes Davis. Good morning, Brenda.
Hey, how you
Brenda's
doing?
always with us. God love her.
Nice
Brenda,
to see you again, Eddie.
Brenda, I just want to say this. No pressure at all. But the next time you make those chocolate chocolate cookies with the peanut butter inside, I'll pay you for them. So I'm not asking for nothing. And I'll pay whatever you're asking. But I need to be included in that batch because they're unbelievable. Thank you for that. Good.
I didn't even get one. You didn't save me one?
I had them on the desk here for a couple of days. They're not going to last long. Carol Mondello, good morning from the Visitor Center. She says it's bustling at Stage 4 Park.
Nice. Wow.
would agree.
Nice.
Stage 4 Park, they did a big renovation at the Visitor Center. And Brenda, what is it?
What's
What
that?
is that?
Scotty.
That sounds like a
I'm
Corvette.
12.
That's
I know.
not Scotty. There's no way.
Sounds like
I
a
bet you that's
Corvette.
Eric.
That's Eric Lowe.
That's got to be Eric because he's picking up losses for passports. Shout
It's a
out.
blue and white truck.
That's Eric. That's Eric.
Oh, that's
he bought this like 1981
Really?
like extended cab, extended bed.
That's a beauty.
It's about 25 feet long pickup truck.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
And he paid hardly anything for it, but it's all brand new. Anyway, congratulations to Tono, Anthony Catarano. 5 years ago this weekend, they opened the doors at Tono Gloucester to, made quite an establishment there.
Yeah.
That, one of the cornerstone joints in town.
And that's a great picture that you posted, Joe, of you and Anthony. And
I didn't post that. Anthony posted it.
oh, really? I really like that red shirt you had on.
It was not very close. But yes.
Cousin!
Here he comes. Watch who comes through the door.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
we're
we're
on
taping
live on a podcast.
We're taping here. It's
Jeez.
a family show. Here we go.
I don't know.
Hey, hello, respect, Mr. Prick to you.
He's bumbling up the stairs.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All rise.
Here he comes.
It is the owner of Passports in Machaca.
Got 2 restaurants for sale. It's a 2-for-1 deal. What's that?
That's
your
you.
close up.
Yeah, look at you.
You got the.
You look
It's like I'm at the plate.
Your eyes aren't red.
We got
Behave
Jimmy
last
handing
night?
out slips now. That's
Yeah.
too much. Your fucking elbow's broken. All right, I gotta go do real work. See you guys.
Hey,
That's probably about as entertaining as the podcast is going to be
that's
today.
what we deal with.
Ed Collins says hello, Ed.
Yeah.
Woof. Today, Michael Troy is playing at Captain Carlos at 3 p.m.
Shh! Don't share the secret.
Well, I think we'll be able to get in.
You sure?
I think we'll be able to get in. But tell people who Michael Troy is.
I have no idea. No, Michael Troy is a guy that the Hills introduced us to,
Up in Portsmouth.
and we were in Portsmouth like 3 weeks ago, and he happened to be playing up there, and Drew convinced us to go see him, and he's the real deal.
He put on
He put on a great show.
Plays a lot of Elton John, plays a lot of Billy Joel, had the place in a frenzy.
Yeah.
And so we found out, so we literally looked him up, and because Drew Hale said that he comes to Gloucester once or twice a summer. We put it on the schedule. I got my notification in my Google Calendar, popped up this morning, said Michael Troy is playing the Captain Carlos today, and I sent out, like, we got to go. 3 o'clock today at, oh, look at that.
What?
Brenda Grimes Davis says, next batch of Magic in the Middle cookies are mine. Brenda, I don't need the whole batch.
Hold on, what's the magic?
No, it's Magic in the Middle cookies. That's what she calls them. They're chocolate cookies with peanut butter in the middle.
Yeah, but what makes them magic? A Happy Valley? Does she put some Happy Valley?
Maybe she does. I don't know. You never know.
Wow.
Oh,
Interesting.
Robert Annette Spanks from the nudist colony.
From the loofah capital of the world, the villages.
The loofah?
The loofah capital of the world.
I thought you said roofie.
No.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention that
Yes,
this
you
would be Fiesta weekend.
Yes. Viva.
Yeah.
I did see a bunch of boats go by that were actually decorated for Fiesta. Shout out to Kevin Ward. Wardy has the pontoon boat. We went to school with.
Yeah. Yep. I also wanted to give a shout out to Castaways. I went to Castaways yesterday for lunch because I was doing some errands, and I remember seeing one of their posts. Mike Forget was there from over the bridge.
Can you pick your
great
nose
take.
some more when you're doing that? Because-
Great
Yeah.
take.
I'm gonna get close up.
A great take, eating acai bowls and watching a great performer like Mike, and his partner in crime today, Dave
Soup.
is playing from
Campbell.
12 to 3. So if you missed Mike yesterday, go there today between 12 to 3 and see Dave.
Look at this lineup. I mean, you gotta be on top
Dave.
of this, Jim.
I mean, Dave.
You're doing this,
Jimmy.
If you're gonna be the switcher
I
guy,
have to take
you
over. I
gotta
gotta
be
take
quick.
We're talking about, you said lineup, so we're
So
talking
listen-
about bands.
Listen to this lineup.
Listen to this
your
lineup.
Here's your move.
Here's your move.
You go to Castaways for your acai bowl
Yeah.
around 10 o'clock.
Or avocado toast.
Oh, the avocado
I saw
toast is
someone
tremendous.
eating the avocado toast. It looked outstanding.
And then that goes till 3.
Yeah.
You go from there, right to Captain Carlos.
Yeah.
For Michael Troy.
Mikey Shea.
No, it's Michael
Mike
Troy. I said it. He's trying to throw me off. I don't know if it's Troy Michael Troy. I guarantee you, though, I promise you, if you go to Captain Carlos at 3 o'clock today, it's gonna be a scene.
Yeah.
I am so excited, and I only have a couple boats out today, so I'm actually gonna be able to get there on time.
Nice.
So that's huge for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you want lobster, it's a good time to come down and get lobster, like around.
No, order them.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, order them, and show up. Tell me you need me to stay down here all afternoon. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, music at 12, lobster at 1, eat
Oh,
at 2,
stop.
3
Phone
do your
people up. Castaways. Oh, Chris Thompson likes the camera angles. Anyway, big shout out to our friend Coach Russ Steves.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Nice job, Russ.
This is the GloucesterCast, but Chris and I went to Bishop Fenwick.
Yeah.
So it was an 11-0 win.
Ooh.
Another Gloucester guy, Alex DeStino's kid.
Yeah.
He may be the captain of the Bishop Fenwick team.
I can't believe Breast let that happen.
No mercy rule.
Yeah, that he drove up to score.
It's amazing because he's a very sensitive person, and he, usually they.
He shouldn't have done that.
Okay, he's going to phone in about 5 minutes.
I think he did that because of you and I.
Kristen Michelle just chimed in. She says, because I asked Kristen Michelle to come on because they're doing a really nice job with that Facebook group. I think it's We're All in This Together?
Yes.
They're doing great stuff there. So I invited her to come on. She just got the message apparently. So maybe we can have her on next week. Yeah, Tucker Destino's kid. Yeah, no, I said Alex Destino. Tucker Destino's son is big.
Hey, can I throw out there that the softball team, even though they didn't move on, that what an exciting game that was over Tewksbury.
Yeah.
They lost to Tewksbury.
Yeah, they lost to Tewksbury.
Tewksbury.
Well, that's right. It wasn't over the Tewksbury.
Rockport baseball actually made it to the next round.
Yeah, they're moving on. The softball, it got down to the final play right over at home plate, and it's one of those calls. Was they safe or were they out? They called them out. Season over. But they really gave it. They gave it all.
Jimmy's
they were down by 2.
Umpires.
Really, Jimmy?
I'm not questioning the umpires. I'm questioning a very close play. That it's one of those things. If they said safe, we would have continued, and they were on a roll. But
of course,
they
if
said out.
Safe, it would have continued. That's how baseball works. If you're safe, you keep on going. Right?
Actually, what if you notice it? No, but that's a good point though, Jimmy. Because in the NFL, what it seems like they're doing, like during playoff times, if there's a play that is close, they'll make the play in. Well, that's with replay though. They'll make it so it can be reviewable, so that they make sure that they get the call right.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no replay.
I know why Jim's so bitter. Because if the softball team advanced and they won the state title, he would have got a ring.
No.
Well, he's big.
Yeah, because he parked cars.
He's integral. He was
parked
integral
cars at Gloucester.
He's with the Gloucester High School organization.
Yes, he's with the Gloucester High School.
Also, he's with the Mets organization.
He is?
Now, this is a question. We're going to ask this. We're going to ask this to the readers.
Or the listeners.
The listeners. Or the listeners or the viewers. The viewers. If you would you say to someone, I'm with the Mets organization, Major League Baseball, Mets organization, if you were the parking lot attendant? Would you go in casual conversations, would you start out by saying, I'm with the Mets organization? Or would you say I manage the parking lot for a Division 7 affiliate of the Mets called the Rumble Ponies? Legitimate name, the Rumble Ponies. So I want to hear from now. Jim has his rebuttal because he did. So they did. Go ahead. I'm going to let you listen. I'm nothing. I'm nothing if I'm not fair. So I explained my case. Now you.
Intros like that. How are you supposed to move on after an intro like that?
I'm just spitting facts.
I'm just saying.
Prove me wrong.
If this is, I was in charge. Do people who are parking lot attendants get the championship ring that year with your name printed on the side, and it says administration, and was handed to you by two players who are currently on the New York Mets now, because they knew I took care of them and their families, and they
As
went
far as
up
parking goes.
and they said, "You always took care of us. You were doing certain things. We all voted. We're giving you this ring." And yeah, go ahead, Chris. You can show up and put it on the camera and everything
Well,
else.
go to this camera because this will do
Okay.
a better job on that.
Yeah, it does a better job. Look at that.
This one.
Well, it doesn't pick up fake diamonds and gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Eastern League champions. I didn't know that the Eastern League was part of the National League or the American League. Eastern League champions.
is this when
is
the
that
ball
East?
went through Billy Buckner's ball?
no, yeah.
89.
No, I just like to tease Jimmy. That's a very nice
Well,
honor.
and you can clearly see it. You know, for those of you who shop heavily at Amazon, this is an Amazon barcode. So while Jimmy says that he was presented this from two players, that's an Amazon barcode. Look, it even says "Made in China." Jimmy, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to
It says
Mythbusters, like
cubic-
Mythbusters.
Cubic zirconia 2.0.
Wow.
No.
Oh.
Jimmy, on behalf of Good Morning Gloucester, we'd like. I mean, it is special.
He is with-
it is very special.
You know what? He could have officially said it. I am with the Good Morning Gloucester organization.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That would be legit.
That's on my Facebook page.
You actually have the Good Morning Gloucester.
Yes.
In it.
Hey, we got. Someone says yes up top. That I
Yes.
think they agree that yes, Jimmy is worthy
is
of
worthy.
that ring.
That's right. Chris
Oh,
talks.
jealousy is a strong emotion. Yes, we are jealous, Jimmy.
I know. I wish I could have carried Tim Tebow's jockstrap to him to the stadium. It really pissed me off.
Or clean it. Did he carry it or clean it or both?
I didn't carry that part. I just made sure he had a spot, and I escorted him to.
Does Tebow even have a package?
Ooh.
Oh, Chris Thompson says, Jim, Joe, and Chris, who do you have for the Stanley Cup final?
I'm
going Montreal.
Yeah, I want Montreal. Even though, I mean, they were my favorite team growing up. Montreal, Guy Lafleur, Dryden.
Mhm.
So
That's strange.
that's strange.
No, I mean, I'm not. That's not a stretch to say someone from our area is a Montreal fan growing up.
I mean, Tampa.
I was. I don't know why.
Well,
I mean, I was
that
Bruins,
was a
too.
real big battle, Tampa and the Islanders. Really big battle.
Yeah, I was really hoping for the Islanders.
I think it's funny because I've heard from a lot of people that are saying that they're actually rooting for Montreal, even diehard Bruins fans, and they're supposed to be our big nemesis. But I think Tampa Bay has become more of a nemesis to us than the Canadians in the previous years.
Well, the loofah capital of the world is going after Tampa Bay. You're going to have to explain to them.
So Robert and Annette Spanks, I trained with the NFL and safe management to work at the Tampa Bay Super Bowl game. Yes, I'm with Jimmy and Annette. I did not get a ring. So there you go.
but he's with Jimmy, but he didn't get a ring.
Well, he's
So he's jealous too.
no, there's nothing but love. All right, so we got that going for us. So tonight.
After
Tonight,
three.
It's a full moon.
No, this evening I'm testing
Uh-oh.
that email service that went in July is going away that we've used for the email blast for the people that subscribe to Good Morning Gloucester by email. I got a notification that they were going to be shutting off that free service, and I had to get a new service. So I did the groundwork as far as setting it up, and tonight the first test email is going out. So I would actually appreciate feedback from the people that will get the email tonight on the looks of the new one. So you're probably going to get 2 Good Morning Gloucester emails because the old one service isn't shutting down till July, but I'm trying to get ahead of it to make sure I get any bugs out. So anybody that's watching this, if you can let me know in the comments tomorrow when you see tonight's email blast, I would appreciate it.
And the old service was bought by Pornhub. So if you do get any
Strange.
strange emails from Good Morning Gloucester with inappropriate material,
So
we're not accountable for that.
So I've been up at night worried about that. Well, before we raised the money, I was up, and now as we're getting closer to
Yeah, I
July
was going to have you
1st,
explain that a little bit because people bought some of the prints and to help out and stuff, you know.
yeah, no, there was a generous, and I think we're over by $150. I know. Thanks, Steve. For the love of God, no more close-ups.
Yeah.
I know you can see all our blackheads on our nose.
Blackheads and bags and
Great.
gray hairs
Thanks, Steve.
coming out of
Is
our
that why
nose.
you don't come on? I got it,
As long
Steve.
as our legs are uncrossed and they get the short and curlies.
Welcome to the Bonza Boys Hour, okay, Steve?
I know, Jesus.
Anyway, you were saying about
I gotta
the
stop
prints
wearing
before
a
Steve
girdle.
started making us go sideways.
I should mention right now, I'm going to take this time to mention Arlie Pett dropped off some prizes because Arlie wins quite a bit. This is one of his pins. He sells these for $20. They're heavy kind of cast pins. Let's see if I can get that.
Oh my God.
There we go.
There we go.
They're hand painted.
It's a bluefin tuna.
No, it's a codfish.
Oh.
And it says Gloucester, in cod we trust Gloucester, Mass on it. That's a pin.
Yeah. If
There's
you're a
the
pin
pin-
collector, you
Pin
need
guy,
to have this.
you got to have this thing.
Yeah.
So if you share the podcast and type "share it" in the notes, that's one of the prizes. He also did about 10 of his. He has collected postcards over the years. He has thousands and thousands of postcards. There's a package of 10 of these postcards, like all kinds of really cool postcards. So that's going to be the second prize. We also have a third prize. We'll do the hat today. Carlton Campbell from Waterscapes. This trucker cap. Nice.
Carlton Campbell graduated Bishop Fenwick 1 year ahead of us. Great guy. Has a great landscape. It's not landscape. It's hardscape company. He's done work for Mick LaFata. He's done work for me. If you need a hardscape guy, he's the guy to call.
Yeah. Good, great
Does
guy.
great work.
Also, claim to fame, punched out Mike Cortez front teeth in high school.
He's trying to hit on his girlfriend.
Well, I don't know. Chris, we're gonna go right into one of your topics.
Oh, yay!
No tuna DNA in Subway tuna subs.
This is big. This is big news. I mean,
I think it's bananas.
yeah,
How do you advertise you're gonna have a tuna sub
and have no
and have
tuna
they
DNA.
did a DNA test? There's no tuna in
Yeah,
a
I mean-
Subway tuna sub.
yeah. I mean, do you know how many Subway tuna subs I've had in my lifetime? I mean, if it is proven that there is no tuna in these tuna subs, I mean, this could be a
How
windfall
many
for me.
scandals? How many scandals can Subway endure?
Yeah.
Between
Who is Jared?
Jared, the pervert.
Yeah.
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 Now this, I'm like, do you know how we do the death row sub for podcast
Yeah.
virgins? I think we've had 2 people in the history give Subway subs as their death row sub.
Yeah.
James Eves being one of them.
Yeah.
I could
And
not
recently, somebody else just did it, and we all went, whoa.
When I'm on the road, Subway is usually my go-to. Like if I want to just grab something and eat it in the car. And I mean, I love those tuna, 6-inch tuna subs with some baked chips.
That's your go-to.
That's my go-to when I'm on the road.
I like their turkey subs, and with that chipotle mayo and the banana peppers.
Yep.
And
That's good.
onions. Yeah.
That's good. But yeah, I mean, it's all over the news now. So it could be interesting how this all comes about. Someone was saying that tuna loses its like DNA makeup the older the fish is. So that's why it can't.
Okay, this
Real
is
tuna
not
fish
sounding
can't
even
be-
better. The older the fish is, they lose the DNA.
No, I mean like literally 5 minutes after. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, obviously, but
Well,
but I guess Subway is doing their own research, and if they can't prove that there's no real tuna in there, then
I was a little worried because I used to do the Subway for Fridays because I was not eat meat. You know, I was trying to play good Catholic and not have meat on Fridays, and you gotta have fish and stuff, and you run around the place doing stuff. So I would go to a Subway and grab the fish. Plus the fact I knew nobody else really was. You know, everybody's doing when you think of Subway, it's the other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's quick. You get it, you're out. Now I'm hearing it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it could
I
be
don't
meat.
know.
They ruined your religious
I don't know.
beliefs.
Yes.
You should join the lawsuit.
Yeah, that's
There
what
was
I'm going to do.
there was cow in there.
Oh, so you went to Subway for the tuna subs during Lent? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for Friday. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
interesting.
you know, once in a while, if you're on the road and you're running around the place and you want to go eat somewhere, think about it. You go into, you do as a fast food. So if you go into McDonald's or Burger King, yeah, I know they have fish sandwiches, but that's kind of hard to grab, and it's not the best fish, and we all know that. So I'm just trying to get something to go
That
with
fish
fish.
is made here. Yeah, Jimmy.
It comes from Gordon's, but where does it really come from? Alaska.
Every other
From
day,
Alaska, it's
yeah.
pollock.
Alaskan pollock, yeah.
That's another demerit.
What's the demerit?
You just shit on freaking
I
where
just-
the fish.
Gordon's workers. I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
Gordon workers. I have sinned.
The Gordon work.
I love you. I don't hit you
Listen,
when you're in the
The
crosswalk.
Gordon.
I
work-
love you.
That's funny.
And
The Gordon
I'm
workers
so
are gonna-
sorry.
They're going to be just fine. We're going to do a few shout outs here. Paula Ryan O'Brien is with us. She also shared it. Thank you, Paula. You could win this pin. Maybe.
Oh,
You might
hey, Amy's
be, you
on.
might be winning this. Scoony Boo Boo. No one in your family can get the name right. I don't know what it is. Your family and names, the worst family names. It's Scoony Boo Boo. It's not Schooner. It's not Schoon. It's not Schooner. It's Scoony Boo Boo. Scoony Boo Boo and Amy, they've shared it. So
Yes.
thank you for that, Amy. Pauline's gift. Good morning to Pauline.
Hello.
Her
Steve,
house is coming out nice, huh?
her house is fantastic. Everybody's jealous.
When's the party, Pauline?
Oh, Joey Foot, give us the update, Joey Foot. You must not be too busy at
Morning from
Wingachick
Wingachick.
Beach. Is there still parking available, Joey, at Wingachick Beach right now?
Yeah,
Ground control to Major Joey.
he's
Joey Foot recovering from the bonfire over at the Elks with the flags.
yeah.
Did he burn down Bass Rocks Golf Course?
No.
Did it get out of control?
I gotta tell you something. I drove by, and there's a barrel, and it was about 12 feet from the edge of the Elks.
Really?
And I'm looking, I'm like, that doesn't look right. And I kept on driving, and I called Jimmy because I knew he was there for flag day. And Jimmy didn't answer the phone.
I think we need to do a podcast at Pauline's new house when she opens the door.
We're going in the garage. I want to see
Yeah.
the garage. She'll give house
Oh, that
tours.
sounds very exciting. We don't want to go to all the other places that have invited us to do podcasts. We're going to go to Pauline's garage to do one. That sounds right at the top of my list.
Well,
The Village is that. Who do we have? We have
Yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of places on our
Yeah.
list that invited
Yeah.
to host us, and we haven't done
okay,
it.
it's food to these guys did it from the ground up with their hands and stuff, but let's go for food all the time too.
I didn't see
Are you kidding me?
Pauline
That's a-
pick up any cement.
Well,
She went into Skidster once and she was working it.
Charlie Nugent with the stonework there. He did a tremendous job with the hot wood.
Is that Ted Nugent's brother?
Joey Foot says yes, so I'm gathering that yes, the fire's out, or yes, there's room and we're
I think this is an interesting topic, and this is something I should probably do more often. But this is Chris's topic.
Oh, gee. Oh,
He
you
says-
guys are trying to suck up to me now.
Do you
Pick all my
review
things.
your restaurant bill?
Yeah, I have now got into a habit of reviewing it because the couple times that I have reviewed it, I have found errors, and I now say to myself, I got to look it over first because a lot of times or sometimes the tip is already included.
In Gloucester?
No, I'm just saying in general. And then there are many other times where there's stuff on there that we didn't order.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I would encourage everybody,
you know what?
especially with all the technology these days. You just it's best to just check it over.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you ever check your bill?
Yes,
You
I do check the bill, but I will tell you that sometimes I check it. Is believe it or not, they forget to put another round on
Yeah.
or another drink, or if we're saying, "Hey, I want to go buy them a drink,"
He's going out of his way to correct them to say, "No, you forgot my extra."
Yeah. So
But
in that case, I mean, if there's an area you ask to make a correction,
Yes.
if they undercharge
Yes.
you actually tell them.
we have gone up and said, "Listen, I think you made a mistake here."
I don't know, Jimmy. Jimmy, we're gonna need proof of that. Well, you know why? Because when you walk into the restaurant with your Mets ring on, they're like, "Holy shit,
He's
this
a high
guy's
roller. He's
fucking
a heavy hitter.
yeah. This guy's famous."
He's a heavy hitter.
You know, when I roll, I have my bugle on my back, my ring over here, and my Good Morning Gloucester badge and hat, and man, it just gets me places.
You're signing autographs.
It just takes me places.
That's
Are we gonna take odds if we're ever gonna see? So I've had this on the sheet. Will Nicole Schraff be joining us ever again?
yeah.
I've had this on there for over a month. She's not been on the podcast for over a month.
Wow.
Her fans are freaking out.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
She's
have
doing
to-
great topics. I mean, she's writing her stuff for the blog, and it's absolutely wonderful. But she'll get on here. I don't think there's right now. I don't think the kids are involved with
He's
any
scratching
sports.
his nuts on the fucking team. What are you doing? What are you fucking? What is going on?
I know. I
Did
mean,
you let
Jimmy,
me see this too?
yeah,
Am
and
I
he's gonna
crazy?
shake our hands on the way out too. What we got?
Dude, you can't
Jimmy,
scratch your nuts on fucking
Jim,
TV.
can you replay
Go to
that
the
and
tape.
show what
Go to the
happened
tape.
just happened?
Rewind this 10 seconds.
Jesus Christ,
Jimmy,
Jimmy.
you can't scratch
You
your
can
nuts.
pick your nose, but you can't do that.
Jesus Christ. What is going on here? This place is going to hell. We need Pat back here to keep him.
He
Yeah.
has done it. I've seen it. His daughter is witness. Amy, what are you talking about?
Scratching your nuts.
Yeah,
No.
she's just scratching your nuts on the couch.
She has witnessed you scratching your nuts on
Yeah.
the couch.
Oh,
That's
we
disgusting.
agree. Check your bill. Yep. Yes, Jim, that's the nice thing to do. Oh, that you actually tell them that they didn't charge you for the 14 limoncellos that
Yeah, they only
Pat
charge
drank.
Pat for 10, and they missed the other 4. And I think it's only right.
All right, here's a question. Who knows?
Hand check. What are we doing?
Who knows?
Oh, no. Jesus.
Who knows what Kowloon from Saugus Wings are?
The Saugus Wings at Kowloon's.
Saugus Wings at Kowloon's.
How many of you have been to Kowloon's, number one? And then number two, have you ever ordered the Saugus Wings? I have.
I don't know what they are.
Neither of us.
I don't.
Yeah.
You don't know what they are?
No.
Jim Capella, do you know
I
what
do not.
Saugus Wings? All right, Chris.
They are their chicken wings that marinated in the soy sauce. So they come in a bowl, and you get the chicken wings just
Oh, in that
saturated
red
in that
kind.
red aso sauce
With the number 7,
with some
the-
scallions.
the number 7 dye, red dye.
Red dye. Yep, your poop is red for at least
It's
6
more
days
of
after
a
that.
fuchsia color. I would say
Fuchsia?
fuchsia.
Well, it depends on what you ate prior to that.
The degree of the.
Is that from the poop doctor, or is that from the
No, so
Poop Doctor
no. I
show?
didn't, so wait a second. Let's
Oh.
back up because
Yes.
I think we're missing the actual
backup
thing.
poop? Yeah, go ahead.
That does sound very interesting to me.
It
The only
is
thing
very
is, I like eating it with your hands could be a complete
Yeah,
murder scene afterwards.
yeah. No, it
Because
is messy.
That sauce is sticky.
It's sticky, messy.
Delicious though.
There's a good chance you're going to get it on your shirts. But yeah, I think they might take, the chicken wings that come on the poo-poo platter?
Yep.
I think they take those.
Crispy and then
So,
just,
yes. So it's not soggy
Yeah.
chicken. They're cooked all the way through.
right,
Shit,
can we make
might
a-
have to-
Can we make a pact here?
we
The
gotta
next
go.
time we go out of town, anywhere close to there, that we stop there on the way back.
Sure.
Yeah, and
Now
we could
that I know
actually
about it.
stop at Hooters on the way there.
If we can get across the highway, yeah.
The Hooters in Massachusetts are the most disappointing experiences on the planet.
Food is horrible.
I wouldn't know. How about you, Jim?
No, I'm talking about the food.
Yeah,
That's what I was
You're
talking
not
about.
going to give me the
The best,
Get it.
we've discovered the best place for that kind
For
of thing.
wings?
Is On the
wings.
Hooters style. No, Twin Peaks in
Twin
Naples.
Peaks, the beer's cold.
The beers, 28 degrees to chill to.
Guaranteed.
Tremendous.
Guaranteed. No one said they know. Steve Reed, if Steve Reed's still on, he knows what Saugus wings are.
No, he turned it off
Are
when
you
we
gonna be
do
able
a
to speak
close
to
up.
this topic?
Oh,
Do you have it?
yeah. Let me pull it up. I took a picture of the article.
All right. So Chris has got a topic coming up. We have some guests. So I just want, while he's looking that up,
Yeah,
at
I got it right
8:40 we have some guests coming in.
It could be 9:40.
All right. So these are
8:40.
he's
what's the
let you
topic?
know.
What's the topic? Tee it up.
Massachusetts rejected vanity plates.
Yeah, so I saw this article. I thought it was pretty interesting. What names, vanity plate names, people actually apply for, and I didn't realize that the state, has the ability to say yay or nay to some of these. As some of you may know, I throughout most of our high school career, I had a vanity plate that said Fudge 1, and I got a number of people calling me chocolatiers, asking me to give it up.
Chocolatiers.
Chocolatiers, porn stars, asking for it, Fudge 1, but I wouldn't give it up. I have given it up, but
I can see if they said, oh no, they let you have that.
they let me have Fudge.
If you put fudge, if you did FDGE, then PCKR.
Fudge Packer.
I wonder if they would let that fly. I wonder if they would let that one fly.
So, but what's interesting
Good morning,
is
Wayne.
when you apply for a license plate, the rejected ones are part of public records. So you can go, I don't know what website, I'm assuming mass.gov, and see what license plates got rejected.
Oh, wow.
So whoever wrote this article,
Did some research?
picked up on some of them. PISA, PISSA, was rejected. MLFMAN, MILFman, got rejected.
No way.
Tiny D, TINYD. COVID-19 was rejected.
Why?
Yeah, probably
Because the government had the rights.
Yeah, right. Screw it up.
There were some others. I don't have that full list, but that's just a partial list. But go to mass.gov and look up the plates that got rejected. It's
And then whatever,
pretty amusing.
whatever you find rejected, put it on the name of a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you get? I mean, I think Captain J.
GMG1.
Oh, let's apply for it.
Uh,
1, 2, 3. I think we all got to get them.
Yeah, I think that's
Will you
good.
pay? Will Good Morning Gloucester pay?
No,
What?
someone's coming up here.
Oh.
This is a guy with a funny hat.
Come
over here.
He
Jimmy,
brought food
Jimmy,
too.
you got the seats over
Hi.
What's up, everybody?
Look
Did
at
you
this.
bring?
He brought food
Did
too.
you come here and stuff?
Hey, my mom
Yeah.
said never show up anywhere.
See that?
Needed,
See that is a real host, a guest.
This,
They do, right?
Listen,
As Lucas says, not his first rodeo.
so you may have watched the podcast before because what we always say is, people bring us food, we pimp their shit all the time. If they come empty-handed, they're out. They're dead
we
to
have
us.
even more gifts than food for you.
I like the way-
time out.
I like the way
Yeah.
you're talking. So why don't you guys introduce
morning.
yourselves?
Good morning, good morning.
Morning. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, with Joe, Jim Capello.
Hi, well.
He's camera happy today. He's getting really
Oh,
close.
fancy.
He's close ups and
I love it.
hopefully you're well shared.
I am, I
He's-
believe.
Me too.
I'm Lucas. This is Caroline, and
Hey.
we own Dogtown Books on Main Street.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And big
Yeah.
exciting development this week. You put out like one of those free. What do you call it? I don't
A
know.
free little
It's-
library. Yeah.
Free little libraries. And for the people that don't know, can you explain the premise? Because Muffy White has one at her
Yeah.
house.
My neighbor
Yeah.
has one.
Yeah, there's one on High Popples.
You know Vito Lamara,
Yeah.
a 19 High Popples.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
where is he over? Is he in Gloucester or Magnolia?
No,
East
East Gloucester, 19 High Popples Road.
Yeah. We drove around during the pandemic. We drove around to try and find all of them.
Yeah.
And
So
Phil.
we-
Oh, I wonder if there's a
Bills.
map. I wonder you could make a Google map of those.
That's a
Yeah.
good
And make
idea.
it public.
Why
Yeah.
haven't we done that yet?
Yeah.
So it's basically it's a free little library. We say
take a book, give a book, or take a book if you need it. It's all free. We got a repurposed. It was a.
I gotta back up.
Yeah.
This was Lucas's genius. We looked into all the different ways. How do you have something that can withstand the wind?
Yeah.
And the rigmarole of Gloucester nightlife.
Weather.
It's gonna sit on
Right.
Main Street
Right.
outside.
Right.
24 hours a day, make
Yeah.
it through the winter. So we looked at, do we build one? We called a couple of friends who are good builders and contractors. We've been thinking about the idea for a year. How do we weight it down? We got a cement sidewalk. We can't bury it. Do we put it in a bucket? Nothing was right. Lucas, because he's a genius, had this idea.
Thanks. I got a repurposed Denver Post newspaper box.
Oh,
So
wow.
like one of the
Remember, you
old
open
steel
the thing,
newspaper
money.
boxes.
Wow.
And it had the coin mechanism removed, so
Yeah.
you just basically open it, close it.
Yeah.
We stripped it down, we painted it, filled it up with books, and stuck it on the street.
That's awesome.
It's great. It's great.
That's awesome.
You know?
Do people have to sign in or out? You have
Not
no.
at all. It's
No.
free books,
You
and it's,
take it. You could bring it back if you wanted, but
Yeah.
with libraries, it's lend and return. But this one is just take it, or if you got
Yeah.
books that are crowding up your shelf, you leave
Joe
it.
still has some old books from Bishop Fenwick Library, Bishop Fenwick High School.
yeah.
Can
Bring
like
those
they're
in.
looking for him? Can he
Here's the thing.
just drop and run?
Take a Sharpie.
He's off the hook. He's off
Take
the
a
hook.
Sharpie and black it out.
At the moment,
That's the move. Yeah, we know from experience.
that's dry erase. That won't work.
It's dry erase. See, with that, you got to take a ballpoint pen and write someone else's name over your name.
Oh yeah.
So that
This guy.
Rusty's.
I don't know.
She's way too knowledgeable
Yeah,
about
it's-
this.
yeah.
I,
They just-
I got into a little trouble in high school.
that's how I think that's how they probably started the bookstore. They just got
Yeah.
all the,
Yeah, all the books that they
Oh,
never
absolutely.
returned.
put the names on.
No, it's a big criminal activity. Basically.
Yeah.
nothing
Huge
legal
front.
about it at all.
Can you back up and give a little bit of the history of Dogtown Bookstore?
Yeah, of course. So I guess we could probably tag team this one because
All right.
you have. some
Hey,
names
wait a
that-
second. This is a family show.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, I
geez.
apologize.
Family show.
Oh, which
We're,
makes me wonder, before we get too much more into the show, this is, I would assume, a no swearing show, right?
Fuck that.
Oh,
Oh, thank God. I was so nervous coming over here. 'Cause I'm going to drop an F-bomb.
I love it.
All right,
It's gonna happen.
just checking.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, now
so
we can continue.
97, it was started, and I believe it was Sandy Bay Books
Yep.
at the time. It was Bob Ritchie, who's now retired in Rockport, and he started up with some friends, and then they were on. He opened Dogtown Books on Duncan Street.
Across from, the
Glass sailboat,
which was Glass Sailboat and
Right.
Sunny Day and
yeah, which is now
an
the
Indian restaurant.
Yeah, but, yeah,
Yeah,
happy,
a million.
happy belly.
Yeah,
Happy Belly.
Yeah, a million other things. And he had it there for a number of years, and then I believe so there were residential properties above that space, and at some point somebody had a leaky faucet or a toilet or
It was
something,
a toilet.
and it
A leaky
it
bucket.
It overflowed into the bookstore, which is
Oh.
really just bad, you know.
You don't want wet bugs.
And so after that, he just he moved over to, we're at 132 Main Street. He moved over there, and I think he literally just handballed like boxes of
Yeah,
books.
I think the story goes it was like an assembly line of people just carrying boxes up the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when we bought the store from him, I'm jumping forward a little. We had, I think there were about 35,000 books in stock.
Wow.
He was a great collector. He had a great eye for books. He
Yeah.
really did.
What's your oldest book in there?
You get asked
Or
that
the
a
most
lot.
popular or historical? I should
Well, the most popular probably. I think we probably sell more copies of Perfect Storm than anything else.
Really?
Yeah, it's
No,
just
we don't.
Yeah, well, okay. All right.
Whoa, here we go. There's
All
going
right.
to be a fight.
So-
Wow.
So the
right
two-
here live.
The two of them. So it would be. I would say we sell a lot of copies of the Perfect Storm.
Okay, we sell more than I thought we would. And
And
most
people,
people are like,
they're a little bashful. They
they're
come
like,
in. They're like,
hey, is this terrible?
yeah.
But do you have the Perfect Storm?
like
I'm
no,
like,
really?
hardcover, paperback. We got about 30.
I mean,
I'm
it's-
surprised
you
it
know,
wasn't the Joe Garland book.
the Joe Garland
We got a
books
whole shelf
sell a
for
whole
Joe.
lot, Yeah.
Yeah.
But Perfect Storm's a good book.
Yeah.
It's Gloucester history, and like especially if you're not from here, like why not? I'm not going to take that away.
Well, in
from
the
anybody.
book,
Like,
the book is better than the movie,
it
too.
is. It is. Yeah.
But
All the
back
time. Would you
back-
say that? The book is always better than the movie?
I would say, yeah. We had
More
no.
times than not.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were, and it was Maya actually. She was saying that like she likes to be able to appreciate both the same,
Yeah.
but in different ways.
Yeah,
you
good
know,
point.
like
Good point.
it's hard to go back and forth between the two. And we were actually talking, we were complaining about books that come out and then they make a movie of it, and then they re-release the book, and it's got a picture of the character on the front from the movie. It's it's like Denzel Washington on the cover, and you're like, yeah, but I want to imagine what that person looks like. I want you to tell me that that's what that looks like.
Good point.
And how often is it that someone reads the book after they see the movie?
Yeah.
I mean, in college, I saw the movie if I didn't read the book. I wasn't going to then go back and read the book.
Yeah. I
But
never read
backing up-
Porky's. Did you ever read Porky's?
Is that a book?
I don't think.
Listen, if it is, I'm getting it for you.
There we
It's a
go.
comic book, you know?
Or we're writing it.
We're writing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Nobody else steal that idea.
Yeah.
But
Porky's in
backing up,
Gloucester.
we both had sort of tangentially related, but very different careers before we had the bookstore. It was before we were married, we were together, we were long distance, and we were trying to figure out what was going to happen. Lucas was living in Big Sur, California, I had done some work there, so we'd met. And when he came to visit, one of our, we love bookstores, so one of our stops was Dogtown Books. And you were actually in there alone one day and overheard Bob Ritchie, who was the last remaining original owner. The rest of the group dropped out. He was talking to one of his customers about how his wife had retired. He wanted to retire. Who the hell is going to buy a bookstore? What's he going to do? And Lucas is listening, and he's a lot more undercover than I am. I'm like, I don't keep to myself that much. But you quietly sort of shopped and grabbed a business card. And I get a text on my phone, should we buy a bookstore?
Yeah.
And he calls me, and I'm like, fuck yeah, we should buy a bookstore. What do you mean? How? And we emailed Bob cold.
Yeah.
And said, hey, we overheard this. We're interested. And 2.5 months later, you've moved here. We have become really nice friends with Bob and his wife, Andrea. We bought the store, as is, where is.
Now,
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
These are the questions that come to mind for me.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Are you a fucking crazy person
Yes.
in this day and age to buy a bookstore? That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two
Number
is, do you
one.
have to be completely like, are you trust fund babies to be able to fucking pull this off? Because how much money is there in
We're
books?
criminals, we
in
told you.
units?
Goodness, yeah.
No, because I mean, like, if you think about how many units you have to sell
Yeah.
a day
Yeah.
to sustain yourself.
We did the math. Yeah, it's
I
a
mean,
lot of books.
we-
And yeah, you have to be a little crazy. You do, because bookstores, new and used are dropping like flies, like Barnes and Noble, Borders, like this place
Gone.
are gone.
But I mean,
here's-
you do have a unique situation there. It's
Right.
a
I
unique
think-
bookstore, unique
Yeah.
community.
So what, yes, we're a little crazy. I mean, I think
I got that in
anybody,
2 minutes when you walked
Right,
in.
yeah.
The guy with the funny
That's
hat.
why we like
Right.
you.
Yeah.
That's why that funny hat.
sure, you have, and you have to be a risk taker a little bit in business.
I'm
Like,
just jealous.
I'm jealous. I got no way. I could never pull off the man bun. So, no, I couldn't.
we get you
Well,
extensions.
No, the worst man bun is the guy that has no hair on the top and has the man bun.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst one.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
you
even
don't
a
wanna do
man bun?
That's a,
It
What do you
counts.
call half a bun?
It counts.
I don't know.
Croissant.
Croissant. That's right. Yeah.
Nailed it.
You got
Scone.
Hey, we have a
Scone,
question.
a scone bun.
Joey, well, you have
Yeah,
a
good
question. Abraxas Eos. I hope I'm saying it right. Could you ask them whether they still carry behind the badge?
I'm looking for the
third
third volume.
we do.
Did
So, all right.
Did you plant? Did you
No,
plant?
but I
That's a plant.
love your question. Short answer is
Abraxos
yes.
Eos. That's a fucking
Yeah.
name.
They have it.
I'm sure that's something
$400.
too smart for us to understand.
400, right?
So why did that
Yeah.
blow your mind?
Okay, so Behind the Badge was published by Bob Ritchie. So as the owner of Dogtown Books, he did some publishing.
Oh,
All local
really?
books.
Wow.
He did
So-
he did a Peter Onassis book. He did The First People of Cape Ann,
Yeah,
which is really
a
interesting.
beautiful book.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's interesting.
Behind the Badge, which for those of you that don't know, is a 3-volume hardcover set that is the recorded Gloucester police notes, some of which are terrifying. I mean,
Wow.
some crazy fucking criminals back in the day and
And some are
crimes
pretty
we don't think
benign
about.
and hilarious.
And some are
All the
simple,
Shimataros.
which you still, I mean, anyone who's still
Exactly,
reading the
all the-
Gloucester police notes,
It's got the
know
name of the
it's
index,
like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Bob wanted to make them look beautiful, hardcover
Yeah.
with a nice dust jacket, really great design. But if talk about being crazy, if you want to publish a book, you're a little crazy because it's money.
Yeah.
So to get a decent enough price, you got to buy in bulk.
Thousands, yeah.
So I don't know how many he actually published, but I will tell you that when we bought the store, there were many a time we thought this is a table, this is a shelf. Nope, that's boxes of behind the badge.
Boxes.
Everywhere, under everything, under, thrown down into the corners.
Wow.
Then we get a guy who comes in and says, "Oh, you're the new owners? I got about 800 copies of Behind the Badge in my garage."
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, they're everywhere.
Wow.
So, yes, we have volume 3.
She's like, please go.
And
Please go get
we
it.
love the book. We recommend it, but I will say respectfully, about 35 of them are holding up our desk on one corner where we didn't have the proper lumber.
I mean, let's just say it's a niche market, you know.
You
It's,
know,
a very cool thing.
nowadays,
you know?
with the cost of a 2x4, it might be worth more as a
Yeah,
support.
I mean,
than
no
it is.
kidding, right? Yeah,
Uh,
it's true.
What's
Yeah.
the
So
most
this-
valuable book that you have?
That's a good question. So Bob collected a lot of like antiquarian books, which are very old, and we
The
do
what?
have like antiquarian, which is like
Antique.
antique.
Oh, okay.
Antique, yeah.
Yeah, make it an adjective.
And we have a number of books. They go back to like the late 1600s, things like that.
Really?
And they're interesting, but a lot of things that were published at that time or that were committed to paper were sort of religious texts. It's Bible or commentaries on the Bible and things like that.
But we like anything else, they're worth what people will pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But some things kind of keep their value. So first editions are always worth more, especially the older they are. Things that were printed before the 1850s are worth a lot more because printing press was more difficult.
Mm.
We had we have some signed Anais Nin. We had a first edition Little Prince in French. We had a signed Robert Frost, right?
Yeah.
Robert Frost.
Yeah. And where we are, so the local things are more valuable.
Those are the ones that it's sort of sad to see him go.
Yeah.
Somebody comes in, it's like,
Right.
oh.
That's like how I feel about some of my rare Weber grills.
Right. See, there you go.
Oh,
You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
oh,
tough.
like,
Do you
well,
check up on them after?
Enjoy it.
Call the people, are you cleaning it
You
properly?
do that with lobster too when you give it. You're like,
No.
Bye bye.
No, Kate
Yeah.
takes tissues and she cries and waves.
At the lobsters or
No,
the
when the
Webers?
grills. When the grills
Like,
go.
you better
Yeah.
not be crying at lobsters. That'd be a tough business for
no,
you.
hell no. No,
he
wait,
knows they're going to a good one.
I would be remiss if we did not ask our podcast virgin questions.
Yeah.
Oh, do it.
Two-part question
Yeah.
for both of you.
I have to go.
Oh,
To the
Jesus,
bathroom.
that's scary. That's scary.
Where's the toilet? Yeah.
Just right there in the bucket.
Yeah, anyway, it's fine. Just go.
She knows.
Two-part question. Death row sub and death row meal for each of you. The parameters, so you can imagine. So
Yeah.
you're in death row. The warden comes in. You're going to be executed tomorrow. He says, "I can get you a sub from anywhere, not homemade. Has to be from a place. You need to name the place and what's the order, and then the same thing for death row meal. What restaurant, not home cooked,
Mm-hmm.
and what is the actual order."
I know I can do that.
All right.
So I'll take this one. I'll give
Okay.
you a minute because
Because I'm going to get my ass
Yeah.
busted on so hard in a minute. So go ahead.
Yeah, if you say Subway, we're gonna bust you.
Super Sub in Beverly, steak bomb with mushrooms
Interesting.
would be my sub.
Because you don't have to feel sick after. Because you're
Exactly.
dead.
Yeah, no, because it's delicious, and then you feel horrible all day, but like then you're
But
dead.
you'll be
It's
dead.
great,
Perfect.
But it's perfect sub. And then I would have to say Causeway fried clam platter. My last meal is that.
That's an interesting call.
Yeah.
Because, wow, I never thought of that. But you're right, because I stopped eating fried clams like I used to because like I love them.
Yeah.
I crave them every year, and
Yeah.
I eat them, and I suffer.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
I feel
Me
like
too.
ass afterwards. But like they're so you crave
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
I like
That
that.
was good.
And not many people say that either. So
Really?
I'm surprised not more people do say that.
Really? Did they go fancy?
A lot of people go with like a ribeye or they go
Yeah.
to Tono,
Yeah.
for a meal.
Saw you on the Tano Instagram.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right. Anthony, my
Yeah.
guy. He's my guy. I love that guy. Yeah, they're doing good. They're doing good things there.
We'll let the
It's
cat
your
in.
turn.
All right. Try and control yourself.
Oh.
Because this isn't something I announce unless I'm asked about food.
Oh,
She's a
put the
vegan.
close up.
She's a
Close
vegan.
up.
So it's-
Well,
It's better if you get someone else to say it.
No, I was so impressed.
Oh,
It
okay.
was very impressive because vegans usually are dying to tell you that they're vegan.
I am not.
That is very
Definitely not.
wow. That's impressive right there.
It's a personal choice. I got no problem watching anyone eat anything. It's not about.
Mike Forget. I
Yeah.
got Mike Forget from
Over the bridge.
from Over the Bridge.
Oh,
Also vegan.
you know, you do what works for you. The older you get, you're like.
We tried it
this
for an
works.
hour.
Where's your favorite? Where's your favorite vegan cafe?
So local, the what's it called in? It's on Cabot Street. The Organic Cafe,
Yes,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
The Organic Garden Cafe.
Yeah, they're nice. They
Have you
do
been
a
to
really
the
nice
one in
job.
Salem?
Real,
Real Food Daily?
no,
Or no?
that's in
No,
LA,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is going to be related to my answer. Sweet Green,
No, it's something else. I went.
you do a good job
So
too.
my daughter, one of my daughters got COVID, and then
Oh, I'm
two and
sorry.
a half. That's okay. But 2.5. This is not that she got COVID. That's not the problem to be sorry about.
Oh,
Just 2.5 months later, she got a side effect from COVID.
yeah, that's
Of
the long haul
food.
craziness.
Not smell. Food taste like meat. Any kind of meat or onions taste like garbage to her.
Wow.
And she's a big
no.
barbecue person and
Wow.
everything else. So yeah.
That is
And
wild how
it's
that works.
very, very, very.
So what was
there's
your
a
sub? I
name.
missed it.
There's a name for it. Hold on a second, please. There's a name for it. It's Parsomia or something like that.
Oh,
There's a
really?
Facebook group dedicated to it because
Yeah.
it's a small subset of people
Yeah.
that got.
Post COVID. All
It's post-COVID, and they generally
I mean,
get it
it's-
2.5 months after they.
Really?
Yeah,
And what a bummer life change.
it is. And
It's
she's
like,
like,
oh,
you know,
here's
she's
all the
like
stuff I
13,
loved.
going through 13-year-old stuff.
No, but is it?
And-
and
it
that.
won't.
Yeah,
It
on
won't
top of
come
that.
back.
No, you don't know. Some people it has, and some people
Really?
it hasn't. Yeah, really.
Yeah,
messed up.
I have heard about the smell and the taste while, not the after effect, but while they're sick and it comes back. But I don't know about
So
the,
we
like,
go. So we
Yeah.
we've been. So when she's with me, we go to. Well, oftentimes we'll go to these vegan cafes.
oh, nice.
And my favorite one was the one in Salem, and I just I have to find
That's
it.
there's one.
thought I'd
There's
be
one in
getting-
Boston, and then there's one. It's
That's Sweet Green.
Is it Sweet Green?
I don't know. But who thought I'd be getting vegan cafe recommendations from Cat and Joe?
I wouldn't. Yeah, no.
No.
I would have lost that bet for sure.
Life Alive.
Life
Oh.
Alive. That's
Yes.
It. Yeah.
Is that the one that's
Excellent.
also in LA? No, that's Real
That's the
Food
one.
Daily.
That's the one that didn't. There's a Life Alive in Boston.
I'm gonna tell you
And they're
now.
great. Okay.
Awesome, really delicious. Like
Nice.
me and my other daughter, we all agreed. Like we would legit go here, even if there was like.
Yeah.
Other
What's your
stuff,
go-to
that's-
vegan dish? I mean, not like salad, but like, what do you like?
Well, there was,
Flamer for?
and my brother, who's maybe watching from home, he will remember this story, but there is a restaurant in Los Angeles where I lived for a while that is called Real Food Daily, and they made a vegan cheesecake
Oh,
that
wow.
it's been, 12 years? And I ate it and got so, I'm telling you, I was not on any other drugs. I got so high from this cheesecake.
Really?
I was
Literally-
in
literally?
full- I was ecstatic. It was like euphoria.
Wow.
We went like clothes shopping afterwards, and I'm lying down on the chair in the clothes. I'm like, dying laughing. Thank God it was LA, and you can be a little weird.
Nice.
So if
Oh, man.
if that's definitely part of my death row meal, if you can get me that,
Kate,
that
Nice.
cheesecake.
where can I get this for my wife?
We'll try to order it in. We'll get the rest of
I'm
it.
picturing the
Yeah.
scene from what was the girl on the table there for Sleepless in Seattle?
Oh,
Is
she's
that what it
faking
was?
yeah,
I'll have
yeah.
what she's having.
Yeah,
In
no,
Kansas.
I'll
Yeah.
have what she's having. Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't.
Did you
I couldn't
answer
pull
your
it together.
death row something? Death row meal?
So I think if I'm dying, then I would
Oh.
probably have the Virgilio sub that everybody loves.
Oh, St. Joseph.
Yeah, because I've never had
so
it.
you're gonna break it.
And I think, why not?
Oh, I
She
don't
like to
know.
have- she like to try the
that
meat.
means you're not loyal to the whole vegan.
Well, if you're going out, you got to go out in style. You know?
She's in for the meat.
I got no comment on loyalty, but I feel like you're gonna die, right?
No,
like
you're
that's
right.
the
You're
ultimate
right.
fuck it.
Yeah. No, that's
Right.
yeah.
And
But what if
So it's not taste with you. It's just the way it makes you
what if
feel.
you get
it's the way it
pardoned?
makes me feel.
What if you get pardoned?
I'll be sick for a couple days.
I kind of feel like
I'll eat some cheesecake, feel better. Go back.
I feel like shit with a lot of gluten products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
gotta tell you, I'm
gluten's
been
bad.
gluten allergic for 20 years. It
Oh, really?
changed my life. Like before it was even popular, I got tested. I spent a decade being sick. And
Really?
early on, I think I just turned 21. So this is
I think
more than two
a lot of
decades
people
ago.
have it and don't even realize that because they're just
Right.
not aware.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And then once you
became-
become aware, you're probably
We
hyper
don't care.
aware.
They're like,
and then it became a fad diet, which then gets it all confused because it's like once you're that sick, you don't care about losing weight or whatever. I was just like, I am ill,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ill, and
Interesting.
it was huge. I mean, I went from just being really limited in what I could do to getting myself in grad school and moving to LA within like 3 months.
Wow.
You can get the tests at home.
There's no gluten.
I'm
There's
scared
no
to death
gluten in
because then if I
those.
don't want to eat any.
Yeah, no, you'll be
Joe, there's
depressed.
no gluten in those.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take me down. I'll be asleep. I eat 3 of those. I'll be asleep in 10 minutes. Wait, okay, death row meal. We didn't get the meal. Oh wait, that
So-
was a sub. Yeah, we didn't get
And
the
then
meal.
the sub.
Sub
Wait,
was the St.
and then-
Joseph's roll.
what was the other question?
Oh, no.
A meal from
Death row
anywhere?
meal. Restaurant. What's the order?
Use your
The
cheesecake.
cheesecake from
Yeah.
Real Food
Oh,
Daily
that
in
was.
LA.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
2-3
Yeah.
pieces.
The one with
2 or 3
marijuana
pieces.
in it. The one with
Yeah.
THC.
So what
was
were your
stronger than
degrees? What were your degrees that like made you guys fall in love with? Was it your degrees that made you fall in love with books?
No, not necessarily. But I mean, like
Somewhat.
I incidentally was an English major and a religious studies minor. So you know, I did all the reading. You know,
But
I had
got picked up by a rock band at age 19 and
I had
started a
Really?
2-decade career of touring the country
Yeah,
as a
really?
very prominent lighting designer.
Really?
I had 20
Light-
years.
you're a lighting
Yeah,
designer?
I am. Yeah.
How's the lighting in here?
Terrible right now.
It's awful. It's awful.
Why do you think I'm wearing a hat, man? I'm trying
But
to
you know,
keep
it looks good on camera. I'll give you
No,
that.
it does. Yeah.
So you know,
Well, we usually do have some better lighting that we're just.
Jimmy showed up
I
late.
mean, I'm too lazy to use it. In the
Jimmy
winter when
said
I'm
he's
not
our
so busy
lighting
with
guy.
work, I use it.
Yeah.
This is fine. We're happy.
Yeah. No, wait, hold on. We're gonna go to
I
the other
love morning TV.
Okay.
stuff. So this is camera 2, and we have a nicer
Oh.
lens on this one.
Yeah.
Look at Joey now. Look at him. He's
Oh, all right.
showing off his studio.
Why not?
But Jimmy has that nice wide back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, our bonzes have gotten so big that we had to go with the bigger lens.
Did you? I mean,
Well, the top
you got
angle's
you
good.
got
It
the
makes
COVID. You got
us-
the COVID. You know, 10,
Oh, yeah.
15. Yeah, me too.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I
I'm
think we
working
got
through
the travel, the
25.
12 of 25.
Oh, so what was the band? Wait, so were you a musician or were you the lighting?
Lighting designer.
He
Yeah.
is also a musician, and after almost 2 years of marriage and however long we've been together, I recently learned to play the saxophone.
I do play the saxophone.
Nice.
Do you have the saxophone with you?
No, not on me. I don't-
No, not in the car.
No.
You don't travel with it.
No.
Jimmy travels with his flugelhorn.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got it. You got it. You know? You
But
showed up.
Jimmy has this device you stick in the horn, and
No.
he pretends
sorry,
that he's
what?
playing. He sticks in his horn, like that.
What's the device?
What's the device? It's the cheater thing.
Jimmy,
Do you really want me to do all this? You're on a roll here.
What? I don't know the name of the
just
thing.
wanted
You
you to
just
talk
stick
about
Okay.
this
there's
more.
there's a device that you put in.
Okay. When
That's
they do
shattering.
funerals
Right.
for with military honors,
So you tap.
they have a bugle,
Yeah.
and I call it the toy because it looks like a bugle, but they put this insert into the bell and then put a little switch on and just kind of blow air into it to get it running, and it plays taps.
Really?
So Ollie Pett came in today, and he was reminding everybody about playing the bugle and how he used to do it. And you
Right.
better make sure you got the right song on because if you're in a funeral,
Like Yankee Doodle Dandy or something like that.
it
then
could
you're
be
in trouble.
Reveille.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's it.
Hey, he was a horse lover.
So that's the toy.
All right, take note because this is what we're doing at Joe's funeral.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Exactly.
But this
Now
is
I
shattering
play.
my
I'm a
world.
bugle player. I
Yeah.
can play.
Yeah.
And we're talking about that, and he's talking about toys and this and the whole works. So I'm just letting him be.
Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like you're
They're
gonna
not
find a bugle
actually
player in the
playing
last
and
minute.
it's a funeral. Yes, you're
What?
in the service.
Yeah. I don't think
So,
it should,
so
it
what,
should be
what
played.
did? So were you guys traveling when you happened upon the bookstore and overheard him?
I was living here.
You were living.
Caroline
you
was,
weren't.
and I was visiting. Yeah,
So what brought you here originally?
third generation.
My grandparents came here
Oh,
in the
you grew up
40s. No, on and off.
You had family here.
We had family here. My folks rented in Lanesville for most of my early life for the sort of extended summer. Then my big brothers, one of my closest friends, moved here, went to Salem State, and then his beautiful wife moved here. They had 2 kids. But I moved back from LA and moved into Boston. I taught at Berklee College of Music for
Wow.
11, 12 years.
That's
And
cool.
I was coming here for the joy and, working in Boston. And at a certain point, I was like, this is the wrong equation. So came here and commuted into Boston for work.
Oh.
And then eventually started teaching online. And then this opportunity opened up. So I sort of slowly phased out my work in academia, though, I do pick up stuff here and there. But
Wow. That's
I moved
wild.
here.
And then you came here because of her.
Yep. And my folks are here now.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Not a bad place to be, huh? So okay, so
Yeah.
here's a question for everybody. I don't know if you've given it much thought, but I have a list of places where I could live.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
So I have a list. I'll go first.
Mhm.
My list is Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a good one.
good choice. That's a good,
Good choice.
Yeah.
Thankfully. Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Portland.
Maine?
Man.
Naples, Florida.
All right.
That's my list.
I
Are
would
we
say
just doing U.S.?
No. Well, I'm in my head. I have it as a legitimate
Oh,
with
okay.
my life and my children
Right.
and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I would say, I would only say places that I either spent time in or lived. That I wouldn't, throw a dartboard. But Marin County, California, just over the bridge from San Francisco. One of the most gorgeous places I've ever been.
Really?
Just absolutely beautiful. North, yeah. So like
that was
directly,
Sausalito.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's right over
Sausalito.
there. It's where all the where all the Grateful Dead settled and all the hippies
Which is not to
after
say
Haight
he's a
Ashbury.
dead fan. I am. Lucas is not. Just
Right.
to be clear for you at home.
So it goes. Yeah, but it's where the rich hippies went. After
Okay.
Haight Ashbury up there, and it built these gorgeous houses up in the hills. Baja, Mexico, anywhere down that
Ooh.
peninsula
Oh,
down
yeah.
there, where it gets kind of thin. And you
Cabo.
Cabo, yeah,
Oh,
and
Cabo.
you can walk from like the sound to the ocean,
Yeah.
in half a mile, like
Yeah.
down there. It's gorgeous.
That's beautiful. The villages. We
The
were reminded
villages
by
where they
Peter.
have the swingers in the villages down in Florida.
Oh yeah,
With the loofah. If you have a loofah on your antenna, that means you're
the
down
little
to swing.
like the love vacation kind of thing. Yeah, yeah.
What all of that? Why a loofah? That's
I-
just the
Jimmy,
implications
can you
of
explain?
that.
You itch
Robert
my
and-
back, I wash your back.
Oh,
Rob-
yeah.
Robert and Annette Spax, if you can explain why the loofah, we would like to know.
Exactly. It's better than a banana. You don't want to put a banana on you.
I mean,
I'm
I'm out on
yeah.
the banana. You want being on the banana. I'm out on the banana.
What
I'll
about-
go with
what
the
about
Loofahs
you?
get moldy.
Loofahs?
You ever had a loofah in your shower? Gets moldy quick.
Yeah, that's you got.
Actually, that's a good podcast.
This is-
How many
this is a
people-
What do you have?
What do you
What
have in the
devices do you
shower?
have in
Yeah,
your shower?
your
What's moldy in your
Other than
shower?
I
soap
like
and
that.
What's
Next,
it-
we'll
what-
save it for next week.
Yeah.
What devices?
Well, cleaning.
Yeah, I got
Hey now.
I don't know about my shower. I don't
But
know.
everybody has different things. I got-
Here's a
Agreed.
weird one. So do you know what a loofah is?
It's coral, isn't it?
It's a plant.
Yeah.
And it grows on a vine exactly like
in a
that.
fine. Real. I thought it was from the
You
ocean.
just pick it off, and it's like that's a loofah.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's bizarre. My stepmother's a botanist, and she was growing them. And I was like, "What the hell is that?" She's like,
Really?
"It's a loofah." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a loofah." That's,
That's wild.
Scotty Mac just checked in.
I win.
No, he didn't check in on the podcast. He checked in over here.
I
He's
know,
late.
but I win.
He's dead to me.
I win. Because I said no show 2 weeks in a row.
No, absolutely, you win.
Man.
Yeah. No, you do win.
All right, so,
I'm in second place.
so your place. Where do you want to go? Where would you live other than Gloucester?
Well, when you start talking about realism and logic,
Yes.
the truth is I'm not going anywhere because I can't be away from my nieces and my parents and my family. So,
What towns are cool towns that
but
you
cool
kinda
towns
like?
that I could, have a
You could
extra
see-
house in.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I am fascinated with New Zealand.
Oh,
I have so
that's
many
beautiful there.
beautiful artist friends that are going there,
You been there?
and I'm like,
Boston brought pictures.
the photos, what I'm
That's where
seeing,
the Hobbit,
good,
right? The Hobbit was
they
filmed
film
there.
out there,
Yeah.
and it just seems like
You
there's
didn't see the Hobbit?
Big book guy. Big book guy.
like
I mean, I
good
read
living.
a shit
People
book.
are doing like just good living.
My last book was of Mice and Men. No, was it
Catcher in the Rye.
Catcher in the Rye.
That's a good
I
question.
think.
That's the book I've read the most times in my life.
You read books more than once?
I
that
read
one.
Catcher in the Rye more than once.
Yeah.
It means
Really?
it's one of
That was
those
my
books
favorite
that,
book, yeah.
yeah,
Still, it's
one
a
of my
favorite.
two.
Yeah, I mean, we really
Hold it.
you can revisit it in different points of your life, and it'll mean a different thing to you. It's that kind of book.
What was the one that I got for us from Tom Brady? The one that Tom Brady reads every year.
Oh.
The Four Truths. No, the
Uh,
Promises.
Yeah, I have. How's that going?
Wait, what is
I mean,
I haven't cracked the fucking mind
I mean, it seems to be working out for him,
Me
right?
neither.
Whatever he's reading.
But
Tom
hey, we
Brady
have it.
reads the same book every year?
every year. Yeah. I'll look it up. I
shit.
have it right
So,
Huh.
so speaking of little libraries, so I have boxes
Oh, yeah.
and boxes of old magazines. Would it be appropriate for me to open up a little library?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like Playboys. Old
Yes.
Playboys I used to have.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Or you could bring them over to me. Right?
Really?
So,
You have a section, adult only section?
We do have an erotic
we have
section.
an erotica section.
We don't
You
care
do?
about
We
magazines.
do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. What time you open today?
Fine positive around here.
We're open in 20 minutes. Yeah.
Do your thing. There's no
Actually,
shame.
The viewer, listener today said he's coming down to get the books or the book.
Behind the badge?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah.
Fantastic.
and
I'll
that's-
pull one out from under the
And
desk.
that's Jane saying that she's going to New Zealand with you.
That's my sister-in-law.
The Four Agreements. A
The
practical.
Four Agreements.
Oh, yeah, we read that.
Have you?
Ruiz, something.
I don't know why
Ruiz,
Tom Brady
right?
needs to read it once a year. It's not that complicated.
It's about
Love you,
it's
Tom.
about 50 pages. Yeah, but, I mean, good job. Good job.
Yeah, Joe was nice enough and bought me one of those books, and we agreed that we would read it. And
And
we
yeah.
haven't cracked the
How's that
cover.
going?
I usually buy a book or two just before vacation time in the
Yeah.
winter. I have vacation time, but we all travel together, so there's entertainment on the
You
plane.
can't read a
So,
book.
yeah,
You
Yeah,
can't
me
read a
too.
book at a bar.
Yeah,
You could.
and 24/7. We're basically we
Not
woke
what,
up.
not
and
what
we
we do.
Not the
You
way
could
you
do
go.
it like a character, like,
Savage.
be artsy.
Oh, role
Right?
play.
Role play. How did we get back here?
Stop
Check,
it.
please.
Stop it. I'm out, Kate. For the
Back to that
I'm not
erotica.
involved in
Yeah.
these
Back
these
to that
topics.
erotica section. What's your favorite book in the erotica section?
Oh, jeez. I'm out.
Oh man, we had some really good ones. We had some of them are like from like the 50s, and it's just they're just terrible. But they're
Terrible.
funny.
The evolution of
The
the way
one-
we've talked about bodies and sex and
Really?
erotica in the
Yeah.
last century and a half. I mean, it's fascinating. If you put your bullshit aside, you're just like, wow, that's what people thought.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Like, that
yeah.
explains why all this crazy sexist ridiculousness happened. I mean,
Really?
you see it. It's
Right,
the same as any
right.
other.
Wow,
That,
interesting.
that said,
Yeah.
there is a book called Satire Trek, which is a takeoff on Star Trek, but from like an erotic perspective.
All right, put it aside for
And
me,
that's
please. I'll report. We're all gonna do book
I'm
report.
not reading that.
No, actually, no.
It's pictures,
You get
you
it.
don't
You
even
get
have
the
to read
physical
it.
book.
Oh, hey, there's pictures. Wait, no, because they had some.
He's saying now that
No,
it's
they had
like-
some
Yes,
hot. Don't you remember? They always had hot chicks on Star
Yeah.
Trek.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
when
it was
aliens
tied up.
had big boobs.
They were the first
Like
ones
three
with
of them.
Lululemon.
Yeah.
Lululemon outfits on.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Wow, Lululemon.
Yeah.
What was her
Yeah.
name there? What was the one with the?
Chuzbutt. I don't know.
Oh, they
Anyway, let's get back to we're
We're
They
gonna go
open in
into,
15
like,
minutes.
we're
hot alien
so
chicks.
far.
There's a line out
off.
the door. No, do you serve coffee? I mean, how can we? I mean, we're obviously pimping your bookstore, but
Oh, well,
how do
we
you
have
bring it
some-
to the next level?
We have some gifts for you.
Oh yeah. That's
Where
right.
can I
Yeah.
put my coffee? I'm dripping all
Have
over.
you thought
Thank
about
you.
Have you thought about serving coffee in your
You know,
Yes.
we thought about it. We got, the lone goal was like 2 doors down from us, so we don't step on any toes.
You know,
and they
it's-
do
It's
good coffee there,
space, it's
Oh, no,
zoning,
Yeah.
it's
Oh yeah, permitting and
all that stuff. But we're not going anywhere.
How
We
about
got
music?
expansion plans. We do author. Pre-pandemic, we had a series going. We had open mics, which were super fun, community events, like all ages. So it was awesome. We did author events where, really cool topics. Everything from the history of Dogtown Common to
So here's a question. Nowadays, to get published is a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
Do you, if there's local authors and they self-publish, can they come to you and say,
Always,
absolutely.
always. Yeah,
We
we
have a lot.
always. The
do
only
you have a certain section
Section,
that's like
yeah.
local stuff?
it's the front counter.
Neurotica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're
It's the
all.
front counter and one of the
Because
most
McCarthy's thinking
front
about
locations.
I'm thinking,
Well,
I'm thinking
we're
about
all
you.
used, but and the only new books we have are local authors, and we take them in, we promote them, we try to get them to come in and do author events
Really?
and signings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's great. We
That's
always
very cool.
support local authors. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a writer, so that's the other side of my
How many
work.
different hats do you guys wear? You wear a million
Oh my
different
God.
hats, especially the
A
fun
lot.
hats.
This one. Yeah.
I didn't
I
want
love
you to
that.
make any mistakes about things, so I wore my king hat.
The
She's the king.
king lion.
Clearly,
Is
she.
that a lion? Is a lion's the man though, right? Is it the lion?
You checking lion genitals now?
No, but which one has the fur around its head?
Well, the
Excuse me?
lion has
The
the,
lion.
big mane, and the lion.
That's the man.
Yeah, but the lioness is the hunter.
Yeah,
Oh, is that right?
yeah. Well, the lion sits around all day and gets fat.
Working on it. All right, we have presents for you. Okay.
What happened
Tote
to Jimmy?
bags. We sell
Look, you
tote
offended.
bags.
You offended Jimmy with the gonad.
The genitals
lioness.
of the
Yeah,
lions?
Yeah, he gets sensitive when
Nobody's
you talk
checking
about
his
genitals.
genitals. Okay.
It's a piece. It's
So-
eBay. Just let it go.
They sell tote bags.
So we sell tote bags, one of these for whoever wants. I don't know if you guys carry tote bags, but somebody might. Then I'm wearing the Dogtown Books t-shirt,
Nice.
100% cotton.
What kind of dog? What dog is that?
Yes.
Our dog.
Is that your dog?
We made this logo, one of the first shared projects in getting
Is
our
that one of the
business
ones
going.
that you
And then
carve out the
2
thing?
years later, we
Woodball.
got the
Yeah.
dog.
The dog looks exactly like that.
We got the
Inadvertently.
dog that we did not know looked like the logo until someone told us
Wow.
Wow.
the logo. And we were like,
that's
we're
fate.
ridiculous.
That's
Now we have
Yeah.
something we're super proud of. These are brand new. They've only been in the shop for a day. We have a dear friend did some work for us and is a digital artist, David Saunders. He made this image that we couldn't get out of our minds, and we had to have printed on
This
a
is
t-shirt.
what got them. This is what got them on the podcast. They said, "We wanna
Now, I don't
do-
know if you can zoom in on this or how the
I
light
love
is.
that. This is great.
This
Now,
is
if you're
epic."
local, you know what it is to sit
That's
at
my
the bridge.
pissed off. When I see that, oh,
So
I
we
get
brought
pissed
you.
off.
We brought you a couple different sizes of these
So funny.
I'm
It's so
small.
funny.
for all of them.
That
I,
is
I used to
badass.
live in West Gloucester.
So let's see. We got
coming
some
to town-
larges.
I want a large.
I used
Here's
to go
a
the long
large.
way. I'm like,
All right,
I'd
whatever
rather go the long
size-
way
They're
than
very
get
soft.
stuck
They don't
behind
really
them.
shrink.
we're in
That's
that
good
village, so it's
quality.
every day. It's
I'm
like,
I'm
we get
actually
the
gonna
half
wear
hour
that.
at the store.
You
But
want
we're
a
gonna
t-shirt?
give. We're gonna. One of
Is that
those
your
is gonna be a podcast prize.
Or you want a large?
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
I'll have a
Or
large.
you want the extra small?
Oh,
That's
Just
just,
large.
it's the crop top. You can just do it.
You can cut it. Cut the sleeves off
No.
if you're
Oh,
more of a
no.
muscle man.
Thank you. This is great.
What about you?
And XL?
Let's see.
So you
I
sell
think so.
you sell these in your store.
We do, and we're splitting the. We really like taking care of local artists, so we're splitting all the profits with David Saunders, who did the design.
Does he have prints of this?
This is it so far.
He has. So if you look at his Instagram, is
This one's for
design
you.
Thank you.
Saunders. He makes. He started making stickers, and he's made stickers of all the Babson boulders. Just they're so cool.
Yeah.
And he's got a bunch of other kind of Gloucester related things too.
I would
So
love
it's really
like
neat.
to hang that in like my
Yeah, we
one
could
of my
get
rooms
some stickers, something.
or prints like posters.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm fine.
yeah.
All
We
right,
could
I'm
do that.
gonna leave you another one, which you can either give away to someone you like, or
Yeah,
it
that's
can be a
exactly.
We'll,
prize for
yeah,
someone.
prize. Definitely.
Should I leave a large or an extra large? the prize.
Most of our viewers are extra large.
You heard it here first.
Well,
But
No.
yeah, a couple of plugs for us.
Hold it. She wants the author.
The author.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I went to the author night. Oh, Joe Garland's wife spoke.
Oh,
Helen Garland. Yeah, that was
I hope you had a good
amazing. That was one of our, close to one of our last events before COVID. And Helen is just an amazing person. We thought it was interesting because it's Joe Garland's wife. We thought the whole thing would just be about Joe.
Yeah.
And we wanted it. We were like, we got to make it not all about Joe. We love Joe, but like it's Helen here, and
she's. I mean, she worked for the UN. Like she's. I mean, she's got like a career upon a career. Yeah,
and
she's just amazing.
Yeah.
She's got
Chris,
all the
something.
tea on everybody.
Tom Mandello said we were allowed to have their marking materials at Stage Fort, their welcome center. That's where she is.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Flyer,
That's a
rat
idea.
card, whatever.
See
Right.
that?
Got it. We got
Right.
So
postcards.
Tom Mandello's over there, and
Perfect.
Okay,
We'll do that.
thanks.
That's a great idea.
We a couple of things for the community. We always have the little libraries outside. Also during the day, we have a number of boxes of free books and $1 books. So we always, and they're good. It's not like we put our trash out. We try
They're
to.
all the erotica ones.
All the
Erotica's
erotica.
in the back.
Yeah. Anything Star Trek themed. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Good.
yeah.
Jimmy, do you know how to end this?
Yeah.
We did. I think we click
I
end
guess we
stream.
bored.
No.
We bored
Stream
Joe
up
a
top.
little bit. Thanks
No,
for
he
having
Joey-
us.
Joey puts the
Customer.
tunes
He's
on.
Oh, a
fighting
customer.
Lobster,
Fighting
yeah.
a lobster out there.
Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah,
This was
thanks.
super fun.
This was great.
Dogtown
Bookstore. Even if you don't read, you got to stop in and say hello.
We
Please
got
do.
books and pictures. You're fine.
Books.
We also, this is cool. I'll say real quick. We are working with our friend Walt at Cape Ann Auctions, and we
Yeah,
have
we know Walt.
not all. We have a significant amount of Fred Bowden prints. So
Fred
our dear
Bowden.
Fred Bowden passed. He had a store on Main Street,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you've seen his work. I bet
Really?
he did his own photography, and he also had glass negatives from a lot of vintage photographers that were in Gloucester before a
Really?
lot of developments.
Alice
So
Curtis
Alice
mostly,
Curtis, yeah.
and she was turn of the century Gloucester, and just
Beautiful.
these amazing schooner photos and
Really?
and the city kind of growing and coming together. They're really wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't want to buy a book,
Yeah.
there's some photographs. But yeah,
Yeah.
come say hi. We love talking to people and meeting folks.
You sell bookmarkers?
They're
free bookmarks.
Free bookmarkers.
Free
bookmarks,
stickers.
free
I
stickers.
used.
Yeah.
That's why I went to the library, just so I could get free
Steal
bookmarkers.
bookmarks.
Yeah. Not
You're a
steal.
criminal.
You didn't use like baseball cards or something else for your bookmark, or
I use gum.
Little tips.
gum wrappers?
Before you donate or sell your books, pull the toilet paper out that you have used as a bookmark.
Or
Toilet
the
paper, that's
$20 bills,
interesting.
No, leave those in.
leave those in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people bring us books and there's toilet paper.
Do you have any hideaway books, like the fake books?
Oh,
And you
I mean, no, we don't.
totally not.
Chris, usually when
I'm going to
Joey,
try to click this.
well, no, Joey likes to put the songs on and everything else.
How do you do that?
So if you want to grab the fishbowl and grab something out, we can all maybe.
I have to go.
Okay.
So
What
you're
is
going to
this?
pick one.
This
is
is
going to be a
topics
topic, and Jimmy's going
that
to
we've
cover
done
it
from
for
the
you.
past. So whatever you pull out, we kind of read it and we talk about it.
Oh, cool.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So ask every male to be truthful. If you pee in a public toilet, do you lift the seat up first, or do you pee and hope for good aim, and then bundle up toilet paper and wipe up any misses so you don't have to touch the
And
seat?
does it say Chris at the end?
Yes.
Yes.
This is like to Chris, dear Chris.
I'm surprised you're only asking this of men because I'll tell you,
Really?
people of all genders make a big old mess on the toilet.
Well, you know what?
But-
I'm wondering if there's some women that won't sit on the seat for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they tried to
Do you know
the
how
aim.
strong thighs get?
My wife's
Core
like,
Yeah.
muscles hover.
Well, it depends on the practice.
Well, I have a dear friend who may or may not be watching, Nick, who has just like a phobia of public bathrooms in general.
Really?
And when he had to poop in a bathroom,
Poop. We get the poop.
See, when he had to poop, he would do this thing, and he called it. He would take his jacket or his sweater, and he'd throw it over the little hook on the back of the door.
Yeah.
And he'd hold himself up, and he'd call it the mountain climber. So you didn't have to touch
I
the
love
seat.
it.
That's a good one.
I freaking love it. I haven't tried that.
Well,
I'm a poop professional here on Good Morning
Take it
Gloucester.
from how Nick's story may or may not have ended. You want to make sure that hook is very,
Very
secure.
Yeah, that could hurt.
Now, Chris, if I remember correctly, I think you put that topic in once you were doing all your flying, and you were in the airport. I mean, the airplane.
Airplane. So
Oh,
the big.
yeah.
So that's another podcast topic is whether you are part of the Mile Poop Club, and you know, I've only done it I think twice in my whole flying career.
But that counts, right?
I do everything to hold it until we're on the ground, but a couple times it just.
Well, it's that altitude does weird stuff to your body and crunches you all up. Sometimes you just gotta go.
I mean, Luke has traveled all over the world and back again when he was touring.
Yeah.
So there's no way on these long ass flights going back and forth.
Yeah.
And after I traveled before we met, after I traveled in Southeast Asia, I just got over my public toilet pooping issue.
Yeah.
Although no shame to anyone else, but I will say it's quite liberating to not be afraid of.
No,
toilets.
it can't be. It can't be.
Has
So-
a new thing to let it go, let
Let
it
it
go.
go.
Yeah.
So do we answer this, or is this just Chris?
No,
this
it
was-
goes around and
Yeah, this was a group project.
I'll start because I got the torch.
you may finish too.
I might finish too.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I think I lift up the seat.
Yeah.
Unless it's like really bad. Unless it's
yeah.
maybe like gas station bathroom, maybe I'll be like,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
bud. Like
Like the guy before me or
Yeah.
lady before me didn't.
Or the last 30 people in here.
Yeah. But for the most part, yeah.
It
You
depends
have
on.
really good bathroom etiquette at home too.
Oh,
Well, there
that's
you
important too. That's
just
important. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. See,
Wow.
you didn't even know that until
I didn't know
now.
that, Yeah.
That's an
Although
important
my
part of
parents
marriage, a
did give
successful
us,
marriage.
yeah, they
Big
gave us
part
a
of it.
tip before. It was like one of my dad's only tips before getting married.
Don't
Have
pee on the
separate,
floor.
don't have separate bathrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
All right, Joe.
For
Do
sure.
you lift the seat up when you pee, or do you leave it down when
No.
you're in a public restroom?
I'm going to tell you the reason for this topic is. No, and you didn't finish the question. And it says, "Be honest."
Yeah.
Yeah, or do you
I'm
lift the
asking you to be
seat?
honest.
Do you wipe the seat down? Do you hope for good aim? Do you lift this? Do you put,
You
Joe
close your eyes and
sits
go.
down when he pees. That's what he does. He just to make sure
perfectly
he gets.
It's
acceptable.
very relaxing.
It's very.
Small children do it all the time.
it's hard to write your name that way.
Hi, Katie.
Katie says, "Love you guys."
Oh, we love you.
Does she mean the two of you, or does she love us at Good Morning Gloucester?
We'll have to find out, Katie.
Yeah.
Katie, who are you referencing? Do you love us too, or just
Listen,
Is
you're very
Katie your
lucky.
sister?
No, Katie's one of our dearest friends,
Dearest
and
friends.
you're very lucky if you get some love from Katie.
really?
You're lucky if you get,
Is she a
half
Gloucester
lines.
person?
She is now. Yeah,
Nice
they
to know.
moved here during the pandemic
Okay.
and wandered into the bookstore. We made friends with Katie and her partner Ryan. We never
Nice.
saw the bottom half of their face for the first 3 months of being friends
Yeah.
Never saw the bottom part of their face.
because we
Oh.
met when everyone was masked.
It could have been anything down there.
Yeah.
First time I saw their face, I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Joe,
nice.
you got to close this.
1 second.
Oh, I'm gonna click it.
Well, I'll
Alright.
just say I also
Jimmy, you gotta.
try to take care of the bathroom seat because once I was in Las Vegas, I was very young and I might have been a little drunk and I might have been at an adult club
Oh.
and there was a bathroom attendant and I walked in and she said to me, "Don't you pee pee on my seat. If you pee pee on my seat, I'm going to call your mom and tell her you're at a strip club in Vegas at 3 a.m. And I hear that in my head most of the time, so I really take care of the bathroom seat.
Yeah,
It's fundamental learning.
my
man.
wife says something
Email.
similar.
About strip club in Vegas?
What's that?
About strip club in Vegas?
No, about yelling at me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not the strip club piece, but
Well, no, your wife
but-
yelled
No.
at you about strippers.
Yeah.
I've heard her a few
Yeah.
times.
When Joe comes back, have him tell you the stripper story. Oh, I love you all,
Oh.
including you. Good morning, Gloucester.
Aw.
See that?
You're lucky.
See that?
You should feel touched by the sun.
Yes. I have to leave.
Are we done?
Well, we're still live.
Should we do it?
I don't know what to do in this case.
No, what we do is,
Panicking.
see, Joey does all the controls, and if we just all of a sudden hit a
It
switch,
was really nice to meet
we
you.
could
See you
erase
soon.
all the work that we did.
We'll have to start over.
So, thank you for that. I appreciate it, Chris.
So
So,
we're gonna sell this in the bookstore right here. Bobby Orr.
Yeah, Bobby Orr.
Orr. Is that
wow,
Bobby Orr?
no,
Is that not Bobby Orr?
no.
Here's holding stick.
Well,
this
what
way.
are things we need from anyone listening? All right, we do accept donated books, not textbooks. We don't take magazines. We don't take travel guides. We don't take moldy books.
We are currently running a program for books to prisoners and to detention centers. So paperbacks, really any kind of paperbacks, self-help, any kind of educational material for people in detention centers are great.
The whole justice system got very slowed down during COVID, so there's a lot of people waiting around.
Why do you have my? Do you know who that is?
It's Bobby Orr.
It's not Bobby Orr. Do you know?
Hold on.
Take a guess. You know a little bit
Your
about
grandpa.
me. You guys know a little bit about me.
Your grandpa?
No,
Your great uncle.
that's George Stevens. He is the man that invented the Weber Grill,
Oh,
Wow.
come on.
and that's from the Weber Grill restaurant in Chicago.
Wow, my brother would be into that one.
Yeah.
That's
Your brother,
awesome.
your brother would love it.
Oh,
That's
happy
great.
birthday, Joey.
Yeah.
From George.
There you go.
Nice.
All right.
All
So
right,
what
this
are
is
the
super
hours
fun.
there? And do you have a website that we can send people
A
to?
website, dogtownbooks.com. We are Wednesday through Friday, 12 to 6. Saturday, Sunday, 11 to 6.
We have a eBay store for all of our vintage stuff. We have on our website, dogtownbooks.com, we have a store for all of our store merchandise and local history stuff. Information
So
about
I gave the link for www.dogtownbooks.com right there.
That's all of
The
it.
question that I have is, do you have a Facebook page that's updated more often?
Yes.
Our-
So is
yes.
the link there? So if you go to www.dogtownbooks.com,
Yeah.
is there a link to your Facebook page?
There is.
Yes, and the website's really updated
It
because
is.
my husband is amazing.
Well, there you go.
But we update the Facebook and the Instagram more than the website itself. So.
Yeah.
So I would
you're
follow
on
them on all
Instagram.
their social platforms, and the reason I say that is because oftentimes, like,
Yeah.
if you follow these nice people, you'll be more in tune with the upcoming events that you guys are having.
Yeah, we're doing
Right.
some work with the Cape Ann Museum, and we're trying to be as we love Gloucester, we love this community, so we do whatever we can to.
It's
keep
not hard to
ourselves-
want to throw yourself. Look at the pigeon right behind his head.
Hey, bud.
It's hanging out right there. Are the seagulls starting to drop on Main Street in the mornings?
A baby seagull fell on me and my dog the other day,
Yeah.
and
It's
we
that time
tried
of
to
year.
rescue it, and nobody had a 30-foot ladder. I wish I had all of your info then. It was Sunday afternoon. We just needed a 30-foot ladder to put the thing back up. I called everybody I knew. I couldn't find one.
So you know the story. What happens, right?
Yeah.
All up and down Main Street,
Yeah.
there's seagull nests, and right now they're hatching. And every morning, do you know that there's a seagull? There's the guy that goes early in the morning and he sweeps up the babies.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
sad is that? That's very sad.
I believe
We
it.
tried
I
with
believe
this
it, yeah.
one because we thought, you're holding a little baby thing. I don't care who you are. You're like, what am I going to do? Put it down and walk away and think about how it died.
A little baby thing.
So we
It
tried.
was, hey, it's pretty cute too. I mean, seagulls
It's
aren't
so
cute,
yummy.
but that little thing was.
When I got divorced, I thought in my head that I want to move onto Middle Street. I want to get a condo on Middle
Yeah.
Street because I want to be part. I love downtown Gloucester.
Yeah.
I love the restaurant scene and everything else. And as fate worked out, I ended up meeting my wife, and she has a son, and I have two daughters, and it just wasn't going to work out to be down there. And
Yeah.
found our forever home near where I grew up in God's country over here in East Gloucester. But speaking to people that move into those apartments downtown, if you're not a sound sleeper,
Yeah.
Forget it.
the seagulls,
It's crazy. Yeah.
bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met some of our residential, like the seagull fell near our work, so I met some of the neighbors because I'm like, can I climb up your porch and put this in? And yeah, it was pretty funny. Some people were like, it fell out of the nest. Good.
Yeah.
They're so loud.
One
Yeah.
less.
No, everyone was nice.
My
but-
wife feels that way about the crows. We have a crow
Oh,
today.
right.
Yeah.
They're brutal.
Mm.
But it was so nice to meet you
Yeah,
guys.
you too.
Thank you for coming. This is the listen. This is the way to guest. This is the way to be a guest on Good Morning Gloucester. You bring swag. You bring food. I mean, these
Yeah.
Stories.
these are our
Yeah.
people now.
Yeah.
Now you're in the nest.
Yeah.
Now you're in
Anytime.
the. You're
And
in
we want to say too, it's really an honor to be on here, and I know you guys have a sense of it, but what you do is really indispensable. Like it's really important. Like you're like that. I get my news from
Yeah.
you guys, you know, and it's like it can't be overstated. Like
Yeah.
what you do is great.
We get a lot of those comments, and it's those comments that keep us plugging away because a lot of times you're going through
Yeah.
the news cycle doesn't stop.
No.
It's just you can have the best content 7 days in a row, and you wake up on the 8th day like we got to come up with more stuff,
Yeah.
and the next day we got to come up with more
And
stuff.
then what happens?
Yeah. So,
Well, anything we can do to help.
no, we
If
appreciate
you
it.
need some good morning entertainment
Love.
or whatever.
That
here.
is who designed this, by the way?
David Saunders.
David Saunders. Shout out to David Saunders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful work. Yeah.
And you can get these at your shop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Address?
132 Main Street.
132 Main Street. All right, we're going to head out right now with, Betty. A lot of people saying nice things right here.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Graphics. We're going to go to Annie Brobst for Annie Brobst.
On the podcast, interviews and making all the people laugh. In the oldest seaport of our country's past, out here with the lobsters. Good morning, Gloucester.
Little town with big news. 411, come get the scoop. Wake up with Joe and the rest of his crew. It's good morning, Gloucester, to you. Oh, it's good morning, Gloucester, to you. I say good morning, Gloucester, to you. Good morning, Gloucester, from over the bridge.